Here we go. Big start. Good crowd.
So it is Port Melbourne going from right to left. Dooley had more of a run in it, but McGee got his hands to it. Bailey leaves it behind, and the Seagulls get into attack, but leaving his man well. It's taking the mark, Glenn Doyle. One of 10 players surviving from the preliminary final last year for Port Melbourne, when they really didn't do the club credit, Port, in last year's final series. James chipping the ball out. Bowden, such an important cog in this Port Melbourne machine. Huff brought the ball to ground. Bailey shoots the handball out. Reynolds. Oh, what a start.
Yes.
Was it Reynolds or Campbell? I think it might have been Campbell ghosting in, was it?
I think it was the 46. That's him on screen.
It was Brad Campbell.
And a lovely handball there. That was from James, wasn't it, Peter? Yep. Over the top, and we mentioned those running players.
Well, and what a start. On the wing, Bailey was involved with the handball. And Brad Campbell, he didn't have any time to look at the goals, really.
No, he had that little breeze coming in from the back. You see the crowd in the backdrop there. Up went Huff there, but didn't grab it. Should have held the mark. Beautiful goal by Campbell. Just the start Coach Neil Ross will be looking for.
There's a free kick for the Seagulls. Ridden into the centre wicket area was Shanks. The on-baller for Williamstown puts it high for Danny Del Rey. Third in line there. Shot out Hoffman, former Williamstown player, scrubs the ball to centre wing, left behind by Cheel. Bailey goes in again hard. Good tackle from Sexton. West under pressure, got his kick away, and a difficult mark in the end for Tim Pekin. It sort of swung over his shoulder. The 200 gamer in the VFL AFL.
He's got the job on Ghazi, we suspect.
Took a while to adapt to a VFL football, but certainly in the swing of things the latter part of the year. And here's Dooley across halfback taking the mark.
Brett Bowden around the corner.
Oh, good mark, Danny Del Rey.
Oh, he's going to be a key player, Peter.
He's another Phil who's taken a while to settle back into the VFL after a stint over in the Sandful.
My word, and Chris Hollow with the job on him, lining up at centre half back on Del Rey. Member of the 89 losing premiership side, went to Footscray, went into state in good form before the finals.
And directly in front, the goal kicker of note shouldn't have any problems with this. Went back a little bit on it, but it's there.
Lovely.
Scores are level. So the key forward, getting a grab, kicking a goal, great confidence booster for Danny Del Rey.
Always makes you pay, Peter. I remember coaching against him in the late 80s, like he was a player you had to shut down. If you gave him a handful of opportunities, he would put them through.
Maloney shooting the handball out. Carrick did well there. And
that's
right down the spine
kick.
they go.
Lovely kick. Team in front. Hollow got the right idea, the punch. Can't execute it.
So Bowden out of the middle. And Port inside 50 through the hands of Huff. West met it at pace. Cheel, mark, infringes, and the Freddie Johansson. Josh Marnie, I should say. One of the two Marnies, this is Josh and Luke. Only Josh playing today. Oh, good mark to Lloyd. Feeds it off to Shanks. The lead, Del Rey. Got hands on it. Now a chance for James. The tackle, Bailey getting the hand pass out. Loose, Kerry slips. Copeland was 33, but it's out to Marnie again. Getting a bit of possession. The pass is good to Lloyd. There's the 50-metre line. O'Keefe makes a lead, but he puts it high. At the back is Nicholson. Oh, but strong in the middle is Billy McGee.
Beautiful mark.
Puts it out towards Butterworth. Got the Shepherd from Ballantyne. Oh, but one player almost upsetting the apple cart over there for Williamstown, and they should have done better there, Port Melbourne. Good applause for Lee Dooley. He was the player there that stopped a certain forward push from the Borough, it seemed. Now the bounce, 50-metre semicircle. Williamstown in attack. Oh, Ghazi running onto it. It's a great tap to him. He squares it nicely. O'Keefe, oh, the spoil, brilliant from Ballantyne. O'Keefe couldn't really attack it. He had to sit back and wait for it to arrive on the chest. Here's Cameron for Port Melbourne, tries to break through a tackle and does. Howard Cameron spears the pass, but some of the delivery from the Port players not so good. Carrick in the way for the Seagulls. Williamstown to half forward. Dooley won't get to him. Bowden leaves it behind. And this is looking like an elimination final, whereas the first half yesterday in the qualifying final lacked a little bit of passion, I thought. Finally, Springvale hit their straps and went on to defeat Werribee. So Werribee will play the winner of this game next week in the cutthroat first semi. It's Williamstown still in attack. Copeland has it taken off his boot. Dooley's caught well by Cameron. Free kick? No! Oh, that's tough on Howard Cameron, I thought. Dooley had half a chance to get rid of it before the tackle came. But it's said that to be a high tackle. Oh, well, that angle shows us it was.
Yes, it wasn't executed particularly well by Cameron. He sometimes does that, Ross, I think, you know, over the journey.
Yes, yes.
To be just a little bit careless with tackles. If there is a flaw in his game, that's it. No.
Too close to the man on the mark.
By a mile.
Lee Dooley.
Yes, the wind dragging the ball across. Just a gentle breeze.
And
need the sunnies, Ross, obviously.
you do, yes. Going to be top of 17 in Melbourne today.
And there's that zone defence. You see the beautiful camera angle there. Ball trouble.
From Ballantyne, the kick. Now it's Shanks to Pastore, and he misses what he should have kicked.
It's
Port's
interesting there.
Paul. Poor Phil.
Yes, but just for the viewers, Peter, you can see what the fullback confronts when he kicks out. He goes again. You see a player on the mark. There are zones on either side to stop him. He tries to break the zone. This time he finds a player going sideways.
Over the head of Whelan.
It doesn't hit him.
Pastore looking for Shanks. It was a hard one. He ducked the head. He avoids the tackle. Through comes Campbell. Now chance for Ghazi. But right with him is his man, Tim Pekin. Twisting was Paul Dooley. That was good. Back to Lee Dooley, the brother. Delray, a little chip inside 50. Finds Shanks wheeling over the top.
And this bloke is a beautiful kicker of the football, Shanks. A dazzling player. Often we've thought that he could have done better than he's done. Always looking for him to go up a cog. But he can play. He's all class.
Williamstown by 2 points. Kicking with very, very slight breeze. Right behind Julian Shanks, coming from the southwest. Just inside 50.
Oh, poster.
Williamstown by 3 points.
Played 8 minutes. Goal apiece. Williamstown dominated the last 5 minutes of play. Haven't really got the return from it they would have liked as Ballantyne keeps it low again down the middle. Pastore in position. Butterworth did enough. Pastore, good recovery. Bounces off Reynolds. Goes into the pocket. And here's Lee Fraser playing on. Was it touched?
Yep.
Ghazi swoops on it. Hasn't knocked out of his grasp. Campbell, who's kicked the goal for the Borough, cleans up in the back pocket. They're under siege at the moment, Port Melbourne. In the reserves qualifying final, Sandringham comfortable 36-point win.
A nasty injury to Daryl Argus, a shattered bone in his leg and carried off the ground. He's been taken to hospital.
Horrid run, hasn't he, with injury?
Oh, terrible. He was a real bright light in the old VFA too. Before the injuries got the better of him.
Copeland got the job on Bowden. Very good user of the ball, Copeland.
Yes, well, they certainly need to have someone good to stop Rhett Bowden. Had a great year, high possession winner. The Seagulls in attack. McGee 31 from the back against Dooley. Cameron playing it along the boundary line. So had 10 minutes. And Dooley again. 38. A really tall ruckman compared to the, say, Daniel Clark. And even James Pureline knocked the kick from Cameron. Loose ball for Marnie. Poor kick. Chopped off by McGee.
McGee. Goes out to the Ingles wing, which hasn't seen a lot of action so far. The bounce is a good one for Paul Whelan. Oh, that's a poor kick, though. Just went for distance in the end, and Kerry takes the easiest of marks behind Cheel. He gets it to Shanks. Julian Shanks. There's a long lead from Brad Lloyd. And the defensive fist from Cameron.
He's a good hard-at-it player, Cameron. Good discipline there, punching the ball free. Seems to have Lloyd at the present time, Cameron.
Dooley and McGee have it bounce again for them. McGee knocks it down. Taken by Doyle. Lost Shanks. Kicks to half forward. Very open forward line for Port. It's Cheel underneath the pack. Oh, there's a bit of holding on for Harkins. He shoots the handball across to Kershaw. He's got the goal. And Kershaw knew Harkins was about to pick up the loose ball. He held off the fullback, whether legally or not, I don't know. But Kershaw's got the goal.
Used the body well, though, Kershaw in the first instance. The boy with the tattoo on the left.
Boy from Lara, Phil.
Yes, the boy from Lara. And Oscar Harkins on his right side here. Number 40, the former Liston Trophy winner. Not a former, he actually has a Liston Trophy to his credit on the right hand. And he doesn't miss Kershaw, Pete. You haven't seen a lot of him. He is one of the up-and-coming stars.
Good work to keep Hoare out of the play there by Kershaw, Phil.
Excellent. He's great at the hips, Roscoe. Very strong.
Pekin gives it to Rhett Bowden from outside 50. Good bounce through for Port's third. Rhett Bowden.
Well, they're the players you've got to worry about, the likes of Rhett Bowden and even Oscar Harkins in the twilight. But this bloke, Rhett Bowden, he's a dazzler. So many players have tried to wear him down, and he just has the capacity to just keep winning the football. Always creative. Pekin there. Experience. Just pops it out neatly. Look at that kick. Always going to be a goal.
So Port Melbourne have had it forward 3 times for 3 goals. Williamstown have had the bulk of the first 12 minutes, and they trail by 9 points. Lloyd knocked the ball down to Illich. He's having a birthday today. Mark Illich, 22 years of age, number 13. There's Del Rey looking to square the ball for O'Keefe. He's got it! Kept Ballantyne out and never went off the ground. Hauled it in with one arm.
Yes, Peter, classic use of the body. And he's another player who's very strong around the hips. Pretty well straight down, Phil O'Keefe. And he used them superbly. There's the angle. A little bit of breeze coming in. This bloke is a good kick, though.
Going for goal 47 this season. Looking through that little bit of gluey patch. There's the practice wicket area. The left footer has got it. Well, that's confidence for you. He's a right footer.
That is remarkable, Peter. You will see players run from, say, a 15-metre shot on an angle out and to give themselves a bit of space and swing the ball in. But that is very, very rare. Now, you wouldn't even see a Dunstall do that.
Josh Marnie, he's giving them a lot of drive there. He gets the ball into Del Rey. And look at O'Keefe, just holds his ground here.
Beautiful. And the left boot, Josh Marnie, with 6 possessions.
Phil, in the draw, O'Keefe did exactly the same thing, except he didn't put it through, and Brad Lloyd took the mark of the season. So you've seen that left foot. And there's Illich fighting hard, almost got it to Lloyd. Butterworth wraps him up. 14 minutes into the first quarter, and Port in front by 3 points. There's a Sadi Ghazi fan, 27, and Brad Lloyd, 3 on the chin. Their 2 favourite players. McGee's in front of Dooley, but Dooley came behind, tapped it beautifully to Lloyd, fed up the hand pass to Nicholson, or was it Carrick? Carrick wide to O'Keefe, good kick. Now left foot, the hand pass. Ghazi should go.
You're at that.
Oh, in the post.
What beautiful play by O'Keefe, though. Saw the opportunity open for him and played on. There's the man, Pekin, with Ghazi. Look at this for play. Goes on with the job. About to do another left footer. And Saad just hits the post. 2
posters for Williamstown. They trail by 2 points. The kick in was directed towards Chris Hollow, and the base player knocks it over the boundary line. You know, he's got a lot of fans at ABC. Jane Cunningham will be watching. I don't know whether the band were playing last night. I doubt it. Good play from Dooley. Shoots the ball down to Shanks. Bowden over the top. Pekin. Port outnumbered here. It's Marnie again. Brilliantly quick handball to Mark Illich. Out it goes to the practice wickets. And into the fence goes Fraser, courtesy of Doyle. Throw in 50 metres out from Williamstown's goal. They trail by 2 points. We're halfway through the first term in the elimination final in the VFL Vic Safe Cup as Dooley wins another tap. Pekin hands it back to McGee. It's swinging further and further away from Danny Sexton, right up on centre wing. West didn't keep it in. But he'll now go back to watch Sexton. No, he's going to motion someone else to pick up Sexton, who's going to do the ruck work here against Dooley.
And Sexton didn't have the height. Ben Hoffman too. Port. Bounced by umpire Andrew Malcolm. Oh, Dooley, clear win.
Trip. Oh, that's interesting.
A little bit high, I think he played it.
Yeah.
Hoffman there throwing the arms around.
Then Hoffman got tripped after that.
Tiger will like that one. Shanks, long boot, kick Del Rey too tall. Was there a push?
Well, it was use of those ample hips there to move the player out. There's a few players that are good. Well, they'll have to take that back. A little bit of arm movement as well, I think, there. Really subtle, though.
So this will put Willie in front. They trail by 2.
No.
Now just 1 point in arrears. They missed a couple of chances, though.
That one should have gone. Pastore should have kicked a goal earlier from the poor kick in. Well, they rue those missed opportunities. Ballantyne kicks it straight to O'Keefe. They're having trouble, Phil, from full back.
A lot of trouble getting the ball clear.
Dooley's the target here. Sexton is back now in defence. Copeland just a little bit long getting rid of it. Dooley gets down well for a big fella. He's banged a goal. He's hooked it the wrong side. No, it's come back.
Home.
Off about 2 steps. Paul Dooley puts Williamstown in front.
What a tremendous bit of football by the big bloke. Well, last time they played down here, he had the flu. He was really in a bit of trouble, but this is superb play. Comes out from
just
Copeland.
got his kick away.
Yeah, he's got the big job on Bowden and Dooley. Couple of steps, you're right, Peter. Long kick. You were seeing some very good football.
Sexton leaps against Dooley. Pekin throws it onto his boot. Harkins gave it to Bailey. Where's Kershaw? Nudging him under the ball was Hoare. Richie Hoare, the fullback. With a job on Matthew Kershaw, who's kicked 1 goal.
How many goals is Don Berry getting in the amateurs, Ross?
Yeah, quite a few, sort of 5 or 6 a week. Now Harkins. Campbell has kicked 1, pushed, and it's out of bounds on the full. Yes, Berry playing with old Zavarians in the A section VFA.
They made the finals?
They've had since Berry's gone there, they've won 9 in a row.
Ooh.
They're in the 4.
Should be getting some scores through from the first semi-final today in the VAFA. That's Kerry shooting the ball, handball out to Josh Marnie, who's having an absolute field day. Backs himself there. Oh. He got back up too from Johansson, who's come on from interchange. Danny Del Rey trying to lose Hollow. He lost his strides as well. That's Lloyd, crunched by Cameron. Terrific tackle. Nothing wrong with that one. He's really putting his body in, but they've got nowhere to go. Johansson takes the strides off Cameron.
Well, he took them on Cameron. He laid the great tackle, then he tried to play on and ran into a wall of players.
No one to give it to, Phil.
No, well, that's right. Exactly.
He was looking to.
He wanted to, yeah, of course he did. Go Seagulls. There are plenty of Seagulls out there today.
Yes.
Well, Stephen Johansson's come on from interchange, and he is really burnt. Down the middle there, helping out Marnie, and now laying that tackle. Just 62 games. He played in the 1990 Premiership team, so his appearances have been sparing, and he's wasted that opportunity as well. So the Seagulls have had some 9 scoring shots to Port Melbourne's 3, and they lead by just a goal.
Having a lot of problems with this kick out. You can see here what Ballantyne faces.
Yesterday as well, Phil.
Yes.
Kick ins. Dooley with a spoil, and Kerry. Good pick up by James. Shorty James looks for Kershaw. Hall let it through his legs. Kershaw loves it. Oh, he threw it out. He loves to kick on his left foot, but he couldn't break clear.
Yeah, Hall then doing a great job to round up his man. And a big job it is on Kershaw.
Hall, good long kick too. Dooley has it knocked away from him. Tackle on Whelan, good handball though. Oh, Cheel's missed with the handball by Butterworth, but it's okay. Cheel about first positive possession, and he's found Kershaw.
I tell you, Peter, this bloke, I got a lot of time for him. I think he's very good overhead. You see the mark there, that's a strong mark. Ross and I were talking about this a couple of weeks back. Just lacks the height probably to be a league full forward, and then probably not mobile enough to play on a flank. But who knows, he's got plenty of talent, and he's a very good kick.
45-degree angle, he's going for his second. He's made the goal umpire work. It's a goal though, his second, and scores are level. We've played 22 minutes into the first quarter of the VFL Elimination Final.
Yes, we see the ball come out to Cheel. Not quite right, but Cheel gets back onto it on the left boot.
He's been quiet, Cheel, in the opening
Yes,
game.
he puts the ball up beautifully for his man there, Kershaw, and he does not let him down.
So 2 to Kershaw. Scores level. Oh, Butterworth got a high one, I thought, from Copeland. Umpire didn't let it go or didn't see it. Cheel rubs the kick to half forward. Coming through strongly was Dooley. That was good. To Marnie. Sits for Shanks. Over the top hand pass was good to Ghazi, away from Pekin. Runs around Pekin, his man. Looks for O'Keefe. Illich is there, and O'Keefe didn't quite get the second grab. Lloyd desperate. O'Keefe on the right foot. Won't get the distance. Doyle, will he take it through? Good tackle, Johansson.
Phil, who would you blame for that failure of 2 Williamstown players to grab a mark?
Well, I actually thought O'Keefe probably held it long enough, but O'Keefe had the drive, didn't he? Really
But surely he should call his teammate back.
Yeah,
Isn't
well,
that
he should.
the way?
Well, usually, you never say leave it. You call the player into it.
Dooley down to Ghazi. He gives it to Johansson.
Oh!
Too much hook, but they're in front.
It's really interesting with Copeland. He seems to have Bowden, and then he slips back onto the forward line.
Marnie's
and
right.
leaving Marnie to take up Bowden. So whether they've made a change, but certainly the coach is working at their moves. How do we go this time with a kick out?
Half volley to Hoffman. It's pretty hard to get a kick. Underneath the pack is James, Phil.
We notice with the kick-outs, more often in league football, they'll go to the pocket and they'll go behind the zones. But in the last 2 days, yesterday and today, they've tried to go down the middle and got themselves into big trouble.
Looks like they're not quite as used to it and having trouble adjusting. Sexton, good leap. Hoffman over the ball. Goes in again. Looks like a doubtful hand pass, but to Mark Cheel. Through the hands of Gould. The tackle by Kerry. Harkins, the veteran, in the middle, throwing his weight around. As is another veteran for the Seagulls in Pastore. No easy kicks. Now it's out. Loose ball for Ghazi, just getting a couple of metres away from Pekin. Pastore caught hot.
Oh, dear me.
Perhaps he had no time. That's the only thing that saved him.
Oh, I don't know.
He was going to play holding the ball, and then he thought better of it, the umpire.
Bit of a buzz around the crowd on that decision.
It's Cameron again, another very good tackle. Ball taken by Fraser. Brought to ground by Cameron. Whelan couldn't get his kick clear. Dooley down on the bottom of the pack, the big fella. He's having a pretty important influence on the game in the first quarter. We're into time on now. Williamstown lead by just 1 point. 10 scoring shots to 4. Dooley gets it down to Shanks. 1-on-1. O'Keefe against Ballantyne. O'Keefe gets front position now. Oh, difficult to readjust there for Lloyd on the sticky surface. Ooh, Ballantyne leaves it behind. Lloyd's tackled well by Hoffman. Cameron on hands and knees in the Merry Creek soil, and it's over.
Yes, I know a lot about that, actually coming from a place very close to the Merry Creek, Coburg. Some good old soil up that way, Peter.
Oh, Merry Creek does go down into Northcote too, Phil. Coburg don't have a benefit there as the ball's kicked forward by Lloyd, and it's a throw-in in the left forward pocket. Yes, sort of we're playing I live closer to the creek than you at the moment. But
that's right. It's a shame we can't do something about that Merry Creek soil that's here at Port Melbourne. We've got a good crowd in.
Doyle Dooley dominating in the ruck at the moment. Cameron has played a terrific game at centre half back. He's held up Williamstown on a number of occasions here. There he is, getting up last with the football. Andrew Malcolm to bounce it just 20 metres out from Williamstown's goal, and they want a goal here for all the play they've had. In the forward line, they lead by just 1 point.
Dooley again, nice clean hit out. Down to the pacey Johansson, screws it back. Ooh, bad effort. So 3 behinds in the quarter to Steve Johansson. I think he should rename himself Stefan.
And go into Formula One.
That's right.
No problems getting the ball out from fullback this time. James over the cross to Bowden. Back inside goes Hollow. This is a play. Looks like a training drill. Whelan got a terrific shepherd too from Campbell. Down the middle he goes to Kershaw. Great battling from Hoare. Huff over the top of it. Gets the handball out eventually to Hoare. McGee had a bit of a hold on him. Reynolds, he swung into this. Hasn't quite got the distance, and it goes through for a behind. One of those tackles from a backman that sometimes helps the forward kicking.
But haven't we got 2 very interesting forward setups, Peter? At both ends, the backmen under great pressure. Kershaw keeping them worried. O'Keefe at the other end. Very exciting to watch.
Another mark to Reynolds. Geelong Falcon.
Yeah, interesting sort of player, this bloke.
Punts it very high. Kershaw!
Oh!
That was a strong mark.
Oh, that was a great mark. We saw a ripper yesterday.
And Philip, at half-time today, we're looking at the 1974 grand final, Port Melbourne versus Oakley, where a certain number 5 took a few marks like this for Port.
Yeah, big Freddie, fabulous Freddie Cook.
So Kershaw going for number 3, and he's having a good day so far.
Well, you know, Rosswood, I think this bloke really is a great player, going to be a great VFL player. Maybe he's got potential beyond that, who knows, but I tell you what, there's so much to like about his game. He's a smart player, a thinker, uses the body well, and can lead. This is a big leap from behind. He sits there. Nothing you can do about that. Or Richie Hoare, that is. Nothing. 2 very attacking forward lines.
Started at full-back that time, Phil, when they had the loose men to get the ball away, and then down the middle they went. And Reynolds giving them something at centre-half forward. Port Melbourne in front now by 5 points. Dooley gets the tap. Rainmaker from Lloyd. And the mark's taken there by Nicholson. O'Keefe's led. Now who's over the mark? It's Whelan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Fraser off for Nicholson. But that's bad play by Whelan. A little bit, yes, the rest of the blood rule there. I didn't spot that.
Must be pretty hard, that middle, Phil. Look at the knees of Julian Shanks. Scummed along with his elbows.
So Shanks and I presume Fraser both off there. Didn't see him.
So David Nicholson must kick this one. He does. Just makes it. They're a point in front.
Well, the big crowd being treated to goal-for-goal football here at the North Port Oval between the competition's 2 oldest sides. They've met 208 times before today's game, which you'd be aware is only 5 less than Carlton and Collingwood in the past 100 years. So great traditions, and they're not letting the crowd down one iota. There you can see the crowd, one of the best crowds we've had at Port Melbourne in a final for some time. Hope it's a sign of things to come over the next 4 weeks.
Not far from siren time. Chance for another play perhaps, and it might come from Red Bowden. It does. Good pass. The juggling mark by Harkins. He'll look for Kershaw. He put it into the hole, but Pistori was there.
Oh. Gould. He turned 27 yesterday, unable to do anything with that.
Yes, he's
Poor
got
effort from Pastori.
2 experienced players there. Gould picking up Oscar Harkins. Both been around for a while. Good smother.
Shanks has had the magic skin applied as Dooley wins the tap. Harkins, great handball to Pekin. It's swinging.
Oh.
Has it got the distance? Oh. Through on the line by Hoare.
Gee, Oscar
Scores
Harkins,
level.
Yeah, Oscar Harkins, Peter's been very good with the handballs, Paul. He's probably had a couple of very crucial handballs in this first quarter, playing in a forward pocket. 4 possessions, but each one of them dangerous, although 1 kick not so good.
Simon Kerry puts it back into play for the Seagulls. There's the mark taken by McGee. Very laconic player. Flops up a pass, and it's okay for Campbell.
Well played.
Now about the spot, he kicked one on the run to open up the game, Brad Campbell. Into the pocket for Kershaw on the lead. Almost in the gloved hand. He kept it in play. Back he goes to Campbell. Well, they played a draw a bit over a month ago. And here we are at quarter time in the VFL Elimination Final. Scores dead level.
It doesn't get any better.
Out of Africa comes a searing drama.
I'd murder for a man I was crazy about.
Clouded by seething emotions, suspicion and hatred.
You sound jealous.
Why should I be?
As a shaky marriage crumbles and passions rise.
You think I'll take anything, don't you?
I know you will, sweet.
Well, I won't.
A safari into the heart of lion country. Joan Bennett,
A beautiful sensation.
Gregory Peck and Robert Preston star in Ernest Hemingway's The Macomber Affair.
Women are a bloody nuisance.
A movie greats premiere, 8:30 Sunday.
Umpire Malcolm starts the second quarter of the VFA Elimination Final. It's Dooley again getting it to ground. This is Butterworth, bounces off teammate Whelan. Whelan seeing stars, I think. Bowden, nice pick up. Inglis Street wing, shoots the ball in the direction of Reynolds, beats he and his immediate opponent, who is Huff. The throw in about 70-80 metres around from Port Melbourne's goal. Tony Pastori, winner of the Norm Goss medal for best player in a VFA grand final way back in '86. As the ball speared up towards Harkins. No free kick. There's a terrific pick up from Campbell. Good skills. Butterworth off to Sexton. A cutout handball. Sexton back on it. They've got a lot of men around the ball here, the Borough, but they're not hitting with handballs. And Shanks, who got 10 possessions in the first quarter. His handball to West, taken away by Pekin. Knocked out of his grasp to Ghazi with strength. Clear, but are Williamstown clear? Yes, they are. Huff. There's only about 6 players on that side of the centre, and running straight at it is Adam James. Good long kick to Sexton. Williamstown have the numbers at the fall of the ball. Down goes Hoare. Trying to throw Ghazi off was Harkins. Great tackle, Sadi Ghazi. Fantastic play between two experienced little men. Harkins had the radar going. He knew Ghazi was very close.
It's classic, wasn't it?
Like a heat-seeking missile. He zeroed in and laid the tackle. Oh, big lift from Hoffman.
Well, we're seeing some class football. The crowd's really got the players fired up. Look at that mark by Hoffman.
No time wasted. He goes in Kershaw's direction. Harkins getting the shepherd from Bowden. Shovels the ball out. Shanks goes to the boundary line. No, he got some shepherding to allow him to get a kick clear, and a good long kick too. That's a good bounce. Taken away by Illich. Spreads it out wide to Johansson. Back inboard he goes. He's looking in dazzling touch today, Johansson. Has he done too much? Well, he's got it forward about 25 metres. Oh, brave play from Marnie. Here's Johansson. Sensational. What a piece of play from the wing from Stephen Johansson. Well, he's come on from interchange, Phil, and he's got a bit of tiger in his tank.
My word, he has, Peter, and I reckon I can see in my mind's eye him running through that field in 1990 in the grand final, doing dazzling pieces of play like this, and he wants to take them on. Handballs the ball to himself, knowing under the rule, of course, if you bounce it, bangs it on, and this is just absolutely brilliant. Marnie puts it out. Kick the goal, we yell, because he deserves it, and he does.
Dooley wins the tap, but Ghazi couldn't get it. Still a chance. Bowden with a tackle. Ghazi's got it, clearing the centre square over the head of Delray. Doyle the spoil. O'Keefe. Good hand pass. Delray tries the banana from the boundary line. It was missed.
Well, not a lot of percentage in that kick.
Marnie is going off a back flank and picking up Bailey, and Copeland's got Bowden, and whether there's some variation on that, Ross, I'm just not 100% sure.
Juggled by Illich. O'Keefe for the hand pass. Low kick into Shanks. The story bustling in there as well. Grazes over on the elbows of Julian Shanks. Off the ground, seeking attention in the first term.
He's just likely to go the whole distance with this kick too. He's a big kick, slight breeze behind him.
From the 50-metre line. Very high.
Oh,
And Brad Lloyd judged it better.
didn't he ever? He's another dazzler too. I tell you what, this side has got a few very, very classy players in it. What a performance it's been by both teams to get themselves into the finals after all the talk at the end of last year. He's a good player, this bloke.
Brother of Matthew Lloyd. Runs around,
Goal.
puts through nice and easily. His first.
Some worrying signs for the Borough. In particular, their forward line not able to get anything out of Sexton. They really got to get Sexton into the play, sitting back at the goal square at the moment. You can't really put him in the ruck. You can for a small period of time, but they're going to have to work out how they get some drive in that midfield.
Biggest lead of the game, 13 points. Consecutive goals to start the second quarter for Williamstown. Dooley again. Copeland's tackle is broken. Bowden out to Whelan. Goes after it again, having missed the fist the first time. Away goes Johansson. They can't lay a finger on him.
Oh.
Pass is a beauty to Delray. Too far out to score.
Good Ghazi.
He can run onto this if it bounces kindly for him. Dooley comes to put a shepherd in. Down from James. O'Keefe spoiled. Shanks high. No.
She's hot.
That one looks high. Lloyd's got a free.
Third time lucky.
Oh, gee, I don't know about that.
Oh, yes, Phil.
Was high, was it?
Yeah.
It's Cameron that's penalised.
Yes, I was looking through the window here, not on the screen. The screen might show it better. Well,
The viewers did see another angle on that.
Lloyd going for his second in a minute. Very stuttery approach, but he's drilled it. Out onto Williamstown Road it goes. What a start for the Seagulls to this second term. And they bounce 19 points in front.
gee, their pace and Johansson really giving them life in the midfield, setting them up, and then Ghazi into it. Lloyd there, 2 in a row. But they're just on top in that midfield. They're not, although Bowden's had a bit of the play, Bowden and Bailey and the like.
That was a good decision. There was no high tackle
we
there.
see here. Let's look. Is it high? Oh, I think the right arm actually clobbers him in the front, and the umpire is in a better position in the face. Yes, the front of the throat, not the back of the neck, and that's probably right by the umpire.
Let's watch Dooley and Ghazi. Ghazi waiting front on. The tap almost got there, but I think might have been Butterworth in the way. Port going to attack. Sexton's been quiet. Can he get a touch here into the cricket wicket area? Almost over. Let go. Huff. Oh, well, that's
sleight of hand.
Yes, and Malcolm umpire. Andrew Malcolm will penalise him.
Reynolds, that was good pressure by Reynolds.
For the time in the VFA first semi. Old Melburnians, a couple of points up on Uni Blues. Now Reynolds bananas it. Well, not very effective. Chance for Kershaw. And Hoffman. Courage. And a second great mark of the term.
Is that a pass, was it?
It was a poor attempt. I see a couple of struggling amateur clubs there going around today, Roscoe. And there's Hoffman.
Good.
Was a top, mate. Don't tell me you played in the amateurs, will you?
Actually used to play for Williamstown.
Look at that crowd.
Tough customer, Glenn Hoffman.
Sure, as we saw him get reported here, didn't we, Roscoe? Early in the season. Kick the goal, they need it, and he has.
It reduces the margin to 13 points. Their first goal of the term.
Ross, you know, when you're thinking, Peter, too, that they haven't been able to get Sexton into the game. Their smalls are still struggling. But Hoffman, that's a great mark. You're just superb. You know, there's still hope there for...
Got to be a question over the Williamstown defence at the moment, though, Phil. Port, that's the first time they got it forward in the quarter, and they've got a goal. It happened in the first term as well.
Well, they're not tall, the Willie defence. That's one of their big problems.
Sexton's got a bit of leap in the ruck, and I think they need him doing it. He tries to break a tackle from Marnie. Bailey goes again. Oh, this is bravery from McGee going back front on. Oh, Campbell breaks a tackle, dodges inside Shanks.
Oh, that would have
snagged that.
Wouldn't that have been a goal and a half, Peter? You're right about Sexton. You know, if they could work Sexton, it's hard going, though, Peter, to be going at the centre bounce and then have to go back to centre half forward.
Almost a mark for Whelan, taken away by Dooley. He's going to be paid the mark anyway. Carrick has had 2 bounces.
Trouble.
Squares it. Has to prop a little bit over the top. That was a Nicholson that couldn't take the chest mark. Illich has to play on. The one man held him up. Oh, that must be a takedown there. Brilliant bit of wrestling manoeuvre on Shield.
Identical to the one in the Carlton-Geelong game yesterday, Peter. The grab coming from behind the tackle. The umpires called it play on. Did the same today.
Uncontested for Dooley. Down to Kerry. Just over the head of Delray. Nice running by Johansson, having a purple patch.
Got trouble.
O'Keefe, he'll go on and kick the goal. Nicely done, Phil O'Keefe. His second.
Oh, beautiful setting up by Williamstown. See, they're playing disciplined football. It's a fast game. Ball whizzing from end to end. And that man, Johansson, look at the kick. Just over the corridor fractionally. But Ballantyne gone. Would have been better just holding back and making O'Keefe kick from the angle, but wasn't to be. And this centre bounce, it's a big problem for the Borough. Sexton in there now against Dooley. Let's see how he goes.
Back to 19-point leaders, Williamstown. Dooley's tap. Hitting it was Copeland. Pekin. 2 against 1 here in favour of Willie. But it breaks clear to Sexton. Forward from Butterworth. Harkins that handball, finds Bowden. Good hands in close to Bailey. Up for Kershaw. Play from Hoare. He says, how do you like that, Matt? And Kershaw, in frustrations, just booted the ball away from the...
Which is a free kick, Peter.
From the boundary umpire.
That's the rule. If you impede the boundary umpire in his attempt to get the ball, or you waste time, it's a free kick against you. So it's a arbitrary rule, but that's it. I should know that.
Pastore goes towards Dooley, who's double teamed. Bowden at ground level. Tackled by Dooley. Out it comes to Sexton. Good talking from Port. Butterworth gets to Campbell. He's been busy, finds Pekin. No, he doesn't. It's too long. Pastore can go over the top to Ghazi. And they're away now, the Seagulls. Or are they? No, he just had to prop a little bit. And pretty well manned up at the moment. He goes towards Delray. Shepherding for Lloyd. Sexton's having to do a power of work at both ends at the moment. And before Johansson can get at the boundary line, beats he and James.
It's a big ask for Sexton, Peter, whether he's got the stamina.
I think, Phil, maybe the second half when the pace is off the game, he's struggling with the pace. It's quick, isn't it?
It is quick, yes. This is a very quick game.
Now, there he is, 16. He's having a go on the ruck. He's within the forward line. Well, hand off to Pekin. Johansson, desperate, on the bottom of the pack. Congratulations for him. A pat on the back. Off limps Mark Illich. He's in knee trouble. Now against Sexton, I think. Free to Dooley. Well, it's soft, but we saw it. Shepherding in the ruck. Dooley goes wide. His target was O'Keefe. Ballantyne right with him.
See, they're making them work overtime, that Ballantyne and Hollow. Roscoe, the Williamstown forwards. O'Keefe and Delray.
Yes, Copeland right next to Red Bowden.
Played 13 minutes into the second quarter. Ghazi wanted a free. Johansson has it behind his back. Taken by O'Keefe on the left. He's nearly amphibious, as Bobby Skilton would have said, this man, Phil O'Keefe.
You could see Johansson about to run into a brick wall then, couldn't you? The Port players deciding to knock him over.
I think he knocked a couple of bricks off the end of it, Phil. And Harkins, the defensive kick. Dooley up too early, and West judged it well.
Free kick paid, Roscoe. Or was it the mark?
Free kick against Dooley. Sexton gave it across to Doyle. Hollow. McGee's had a long run and won't quite get there. Carrick's taken a good mark. Some good overhead skills today, and why not on a day like this? West is the target here. Sexton floats in. Hits the ground running. Danny Sexton. Not a lot opening up for him. It's all Williamstown. It's 4 against 1 here. Bouncing clear is Gould. Pass a good one. Carrick. Looking for Delray. Oh, beautiful pass. Danny Delray. About on the edge of his range. Not the longest of kicks, but bit of a breeze behind him here. Should go very close. In fact, he is a little bit further inside the 50 than I thought. Should kick it.
Without a doubt, Peter. Distance will not trouble him. He likes kicking goals, this bloke. Loves kicking them.
No problems. So Danny Delray has kicked now 41 goals for the season. And that broke down on half forward for Port Melbourne. And away went Gould without a Port player touching it. And Carrick uses the ball pretty well.
Yeah, once he was free, Peter, this was always going to happen. You can't blame the backs there. I'd be real angry if I was playing in the back half for Port. The forward line not doing enough. Billy McGee going to centre half forward. He's really got to have a decent say in this game. Danny Sexton in the ruck. Pulling out all stops, Neil Ross.
18 scoring shots to 8 halfway through the second term. Pastore over 4 goals the margin. Wobbles it forward to Hollow.
This line-to-line footy will not work.
Doherty's on for Port. He's got some pace. Runs a long way. Was it too far?
Stiff, yeah, it was. It was. Oh, he had the right idea. He was trying to set the game up, but this often happens. You're not finding targets on your forward line, so you start trying to run the ball.
Dangerous. Copeland's kick. Dooley couldn't mark, but Pastoria was there to clean up. Handball out from Kerry. Bowden's taken it away to Butterworth. Back to Red Bowden. Into the pocket. It's marked by Bailey. He's going to put it up in the direction of Kershaw. Directly in front, Matt Kershaw should kick his fourth.
Well, he's the hope of the side, isn't he? Matt Kershaw. Got to get the ball to him at centre-half forward, just killing them at the moment.
Mentioned at half-time, we're going to go back to the rarely seen 70s archives of the VFA and have a look at the 74 grand final as Kershaw kicks his fourth. Fred Cook kicked 10 on that day against Oakley, and I think Kershaw's going to have to kick 10 if Port are going to win this game.
Yeah, that's right, Peter. And yes, we're going to go back to the 70s and you'll see a big grand final show prior to the VFL grand final, full of highlights, lots of memories for all you baby boomers and the younger brigade also. And you won't be disappointed. And that's a great piece of work by Kershaw.
I want to know, will you cry? I want to see you cry, Phil.
Well, if Dermot Brereton can cry, so can I.
Okay. 17.5
We're both
in.
Irish.
Dooley.
I thought you were Australian.
Irish-Australian there.
Doherty over the ball, Cameron. And Lloyd over the top.
Poetically. Yeah, if they can just pull a couple of little moves out here, Port Melbourne, or if they can pull a couple of moves that go their way, they'll get right back into it.
Dooley pushing forward Hoffman. Cheel was down and stretching. It was Bailey. Port supporters wanted free kicking for Cheel. He goes up towards Kershaw.
Stiff.
Poor. Tackled by Kershaw.
Did you see Kershaw then use his body there? Clark's got something, yes, Pete.
Clark.
Yes, well, Mark Illich will not take any further part in the match, which is bad news for Williamstown. Had a knee reconstruction last season and he's re-injured the knee, so Mark Illich will not be taking any more part in the game.
Yeah,
It was his 22nd birthday today too, so no present for Illich as it's rushed through for Port Melbourne behind. That makes the difference now 18 points.
Yes, that was the Traralgon match, round 2. We saw that nasty injury.
We'll see, Willie. See how they do any better than Port Melbourne. Zone defence is out. Goes long and wide.
Sexton. Hoffman into the back of Ghazi.
He's given a bit of bounce around the midfield, though, Sexton. He can keep it up, take a bit of the zip out of Dooley, or a bit of the dominance out of Dooley.
Well, Dooley winning the ruck. Oh, free against Sexton, I would have thought. Too early in the back. No, well, the umpire didn't think so. Anyway, he's not really finding Ghazi with these taps. That centre square instruction hasn't seemed to have worked. Let's see if we can find a man. Tough opponent, McGee. Red Bowden comes up with it. Shot on goal.
Red,
Brilliant.
you are a magic player. Fettingham, if ever they needed a goal, that was the moment. Look at the goal he's pulled out of the bag, Red Bowden. That is an absolute dazzling piece of football. Casual as you like.
So assured, Phil.
Oh, he's just, look, Peter, you know, all right, he's not an AFL player, but I tell you what, from the time he puts his hands on the ball, he plays as good as most of them. He's just superb.
Last 2 and 12 points.
And Billy McGee had the better of the ruck on that throw-in, and it led to the goal. Talk about Sexton tiring. I mean, Dooley's going to have to do it solo today against the two, Sexton and McGee, and it was Sexton that got that tap to Pekin.
Ooh.
Huff couldn't mark, taken away by Josh Marnie. Here's the mark for Howard Cameron. Good one too, going back with the sun in his eyes.
You see Red Bowden now playing across the half-forward line.
Whelan goes long. Again, Port well and truly outnumbered. They're half forward, and Dooley takes the mark.
If they go line to line, Peter, he'll just destroy them, Dooley. That is just too easy. You've got to go around the big bloke.
Pastore short. Thinks better of it. Drops quickly. Sexton couldn't mark it. Delray, good hands to Pastore, who's getting a lot of the ball. Copeland. Oh, Ghazi. Call of leave it came from O'Keefe. Back it goes to Lloyd. Almost a mark for Johansson. What a recovery, what a goal! Steve Johansson, second of the quarter. Well, Phil, I might even remember before the game, I said, I'm surprised this bloke's only played 62 games.
Well, when they go to the Olympics and they do this, everyone asks what they're on, Peter, but boy, he's on something. I think that's the adrenaline pumping, isn't it? He has got a new lease of life. Playing like he did half a dozen years ago. And from the moment this comes off Lloyd, hits him, he nearly plucks the mark. You can tell he's going to kick it, isn't he? You just know he's going to kick the goal. Ah, the Midas touch. Brilliant.
Yeah, only 25, just maturing as a player, Johansson. He's not that old, Phil.
I didn't say he was.
Dooley to his brother, Lee Dooley.
Ah,
And another one for Delray. His third.
Fullback's nightmare, that one.
a bit stiff there, the Borough, but it doesn't matter whether you're stiff or not. It's a six-pointer. And I tell you what, this side, not a bad side.
Back to 4 goals.
Yep. Trying a lot of things, Port Melbourne. Moving players around. Rhett Bowden on a flank, probably trying to shake a bit of the tag. Ruck roving, and now back in the centre square. But it's the centre half forward, full forward, centre half forward.
Couldn't blame Ballantyne there, though. He had to run at that ball, didn't he? And it
no hope. Look
took
at that.
the top spin away from him. Butterworth handball out to Sexton. Harkins looks like he's on the ball. Puts it up high. Again, they're outnumbered. All West went the fist. He could have marked. He spoiled his own man. Now it's Bailey. Spoons the ball out. The snap is offline from Reynolds. Not McGee, sorry. McGee.
Billy McGee, the chance really to get himself into the game, the big bloke at centre half forward. And we'll see, there's the kick in. Zones out. What does Kerry do?
He heads
Goes for the big bloke. And why not?
Well, he wasn't paid it. Hoffman. In goes Lloyd. Brett Bowden's there. Finds a man in Butterworth. From outside